I think the simple part of technique is you reach out with both arms straight. You want your catch to be when your bottom hand is in front of the top hand without bending the top hand again. And that catch means that's when you're all the way in the water completely deep. So you figure both arms straight, top hand over the bottom hand over the top. Am I saying that right? I don't know. You know what I mean? And you want to think catch with the arms, not with the body. So if you go straight arms, top hand over bottom, catch with the arms. There's your first motion. Bend. Deep. Bottom's arms in front of the top. Yep, correct. Top hand's over the bottom. Arms to get in. Set the whole blade. Always keep the wrist back. Key. Because rolling wrist is angle blade. You roll your wrist this way, lose your angle. So it's a very simple one. And then I think press down, not pull. Bottom arm to torso, exit. Very simple. Keep everything next to the boat, go straight forward and do it. Yeah. Okay, so reach out. Okay. Now, when I look at his rotation to me is nice. Because we're looking for press down with the top hand, and we're looking to rotate and engage this lat on the push, on the catch, right? Now, if this elbow is, I'm going to show you something. So what I look for here, put your paddle in my hand. Now go slowly, start to take a stroke. Go, a little more. Okay. Now all I feel is him pulling my fingertips to me. What I want to feel is this paddle pushing straight into my hand with your weight of your body. Now push down towards there. Do it. Now don't let up. Stay on it. Stay on it. Stay on it. Now you feel the engagement?
Oh yeah. Oh, yeah.
This is what you look for in the stroke. If this elbow is up, you don't get it. Lat connection is here. Right? Now, when I watch his top hand, he has a tendency to be like this. Part of that was making this. Right? So if this comes back, extend the arm more. Okay, now press into my hand. Find it. Find it for you. Okay. It's good. He's got good pressure. You want that on. You want to feel that in the front of the stroke. Okay. The other thing you want to feel. So now, twist more. Rotate this more. Now try do it. Oh, yeah. It's gone, right? Yeah, you lose it completely.
Oh yeah, you can't really.
It's very, very important right here. To get your whole body engaged at that catch, there's a spot for you. Okay, so find it. Now rotate more into, oh, you lost it. Now find your spot.
I see
spot.
what you mean.
That's his place. I'm looking for this.
Okay. Right, but the water won't give that resistance.
Yeah, it will.
Oh, it will. Okay.
If you're doing it right, you will feel that.
Your top hand.
Oh, okay.
So here, you do it to me. So here, press down. Press, press, press. Lead. Stay on it. Stay on it longer.
Whoa.
You will feel that at the catch. You're not finishing this top hand up here. Because when this top hand stops here, my power has stopped. All I'm doing is pulling and doing nothing. So figure, your top hand stops, your boat has stopped now moving. All the top guys in the world, both top hands.
I found that same thing that you were doing by using a bathroom scale and trying it at different rotating positions.
Yeah.
And there's no power here, like 17 pounds. If you go here,
Oh, interesting. I've never tried that. I like
jumps
that.
up to like 60 pounds.
I believe it. Then it engages. And as soon as you finish, it should be gone completely. Because I believe if you hold tension when you come out of the water, you slow that boat down. Everybody has to let it go. Gone. Like this. And if you feather like this with the elbow and the wrist, releases the tension. If you come out here, tight. Literally this. It's fast recovery with no tension. So you gotta be careful. You teach slow in the water, you try to do slow in the water, you try to go forward fast, you can't go forward like this. It's gotta be a flow. It's quick. Quick. Grab it. Can't beat. This is hard to follow. It's 50 strokes a minute, you can recover tense and it'll feel like 60. 60 strokes a minute, you recover loose, it feels like 50. It's all about this. You're just dancing. And timing, if you want to talk about timing, we can do that. That's another heartbreaker. Because timing is when the paddles go in the water together and the speed they come back together and the angle every shaft is at the same time through the stroke, and when it comes out together and how it comes forward at the exact same time as the person in front of you with the exact same paddle angle to the finish. That is timing. It's not just going in. And if you're doing it properly, like for me, for coaching, what I would do is I would put her in one, where she was, and I wouldn't allow anybody come out of the water before her. So you find your good technique, slow in the water, and you don't let anybody come out of the water before them. If someone comes out of the water before somebody else, that person who's still in the water is pulling them. So that's kind of a mistake. And everybody comes out together. Everybody goes in, everybody comes through, everybody comes out. And then you look for the blade angles that they're the same. Because this angle, when somebody's at this angle, means this guy lost water, this guy didn't. We do these drills where you start here with everybody. You go 3, 2, 1, boop. Everybody has to come forward at the same time. Or I do it without a paddle. Have everybody put their hand on the gun like this right here. You go 3, 2, 1, everybody swings forward and hits the boat at the same time. So it sounds like one, you'll hear like but once you kind of get it closer, you learn this boom, and that's what it should be like in a stroke. So it's always best if you're really trying to put together a pretty good crew to have the same balance.
Right.
Because if somebody's blade grabs early and somebody's blade grabs a little late, somebody's pulling somebody. The real square bottoms, so less angle, somewhere around 10, 12, usually a little better load, depending on the size of the blade. The more square it is at the bottom, the more jerky the catch when you feel it, kind of this on it. You want load, to me you want a lot of load up front, and I'm not saying you want it soft, but I don't like that jerk. So if it's real square, you're going to get and that's a little hard on the shoulder. Here you have kind of good volume here, but it gets smaller towards the bottom. Right, the volume's up here, and then up here does nothing for you. So this, for outrigger to me, not so great. For one man, maybe if you feel comfortable with it, okay. But I would go to more teardrop style because they hold more water.
Even more. Okay.
They do. The squareness gives you a little bit of a bite, but you don't have much volume. You don't have anything going on up here. This does nothing for you. And then when you want to figure out where to put your hand, it's kind of like, where do I go? To me. So this is pretty square in the bottom. So this will give you a kind of a jerk feeling to me. And then you have a lot of volume right up here. Right, so sometimes it's not that clean. I always look for something that goes in clean, and sometimes that takes a little bit of a scoop here. The more scoop you get, the easier it goes in, the more you have trouble on the exit. So it's more about you. I like a little bit of a round on the teardrop, but I like a lot of volume, personally. And women, I look at using smaller blades than men. Learn how to get better at paddling. You want to forget about the things you do right and only think about the things you do wrong. So that's why I'm saying don't think about slowing the water, because you're already slowing the water. And the reason
didn't even know it.
She didn't know it. No. She does now. Learn to grab water and just keep your hands in a certain spot. Most of the time, the body will do what it's supposed to. If I see someone not using the legs, I teach them. A lot of times I'll have to take legs out of people. Some of the top teams, like Dana Point, I've been coaching them many, many years, and they're winning a lot of races. And they have their Australia team that I'm training. And they're going fast. They're going pretty fast. But two of the strongest girls push their legs too quick. And it's bugged me for years. And I went with them about a few months ago. We did a workout in Newport. And I made them paddle cross legs.
Uh-oh.
And no legs. We got better boats. Use your butt. First thing you want to think about when you get in a canoe, sit all the way on the seat, not on the front. Old school, they all taught us to sit on the front of the boat. Seat. Get more reach. You're up here. Do that in the one man. Tell me how fast you get. You want to be here. You want complete connection to the craft you're in. This is what the best guys in the world are doing. Not something I thought in the shower last night. Just so you know. Yeah. And as time goes on and the best paddlers get a little different as time goes on, that's something we need to learn. So I got lucky enough to be around the best people. A lot of stuff. And the first thing I noticed when Shell used our canoe in Olomouc is when I designed the canoe, I designed it to sit on the front of the seat and have just the right distance between the people and have the cockpit back here. And they all got in and they were almost touching the back. And I thought, what's wrong with them, right? I know. Oh, yeah, they're sitting on the right. Try to paddle like this. Steer it. You gotta go. And this has to happen there. This point here, you gotta be like this. This comfortable, this relaxed. So if you're a tense person, your drill, you take a stroke, you learn to relax. If you don't let it go, and you don't finish it, you can't start it. What he was doing was he wasn't getting his blade in far enough forward. I never say reach more. I just said put the paddle in farther forward. It's simple. If you're gonna do a pull-up, how do you hold the bar? Reach it, you grab it, pull it. See how long that takes? Like it's not how far I'm pulling, although I can reach out farther. It's how long it takes to pull. So if I slip the paddle, quick, doesn't hurt. I can talk to you. There's no problems. Having a nice day. Or I can shoot my top hand forward. I think, because I don't know how to do that. But I can do this. Can you hear all this noise? Or I can grab a ton of water and pull it. I can't breathe. I can't talk. And it takes a long time. So if I'm stroking, I'm here. Right? And I'm softer because I want the whole team to follow me. 10% less power maybe. It's almost like you just put it in, let the boat do the work. I'm in the middle of the boat, getting on it here. Grab it, hold it. And 2 strokes, 3 strokes, I'm out of breath. In the beginning when you learn this, 2 changes, you're tired. It's okay. Tomorrow's 4. So I'm going to work with it, keep it in the front of you, and slow. There. When you reach out but don't take a stroke. Get the top hand away from you. Away. I'll be like this, be like this. Now you want to think the paddle's going to move forward into the water. No, don't pull it yet. I want the paddle to do this. Watch my boat. I want the paddle to do this. Okay. Do this. With both hands? Yep. There you go. Good. Do that again. Good. Do that and find the pressure and take a long time. I'm trying to pull it quick and slow. Top hand away from you. So when you reach with both arms, not the bottom. There you go. Nice. Do it again. I have a hard time going through it.